So subject outlines are basically a contract between us as a university and the student. What the document is trying to say is that this is what we will teach you in this subject. These are the learning outcomes that we are going to aim for. These are the sorts of things that we will be looking to assess you on. And if you meet those things and you demonstrate that you've attained that learning and you've done those assessment items, then these will be the grades that we will give you.
There are some really important parts of a subject outline that you kind of go and read first. When you open the document, it can be a 60-page document sometimes. That's a massive document. But the points that you really want to go and say, okay, I really need to read this bit, is the contact procedures for your subject coordinator. It's a really important piece of information, how to contact them, and they actually will tell you, this is the best way to get me. For me, I'm hardly ever in my office, so I'm not going to say, call me on the phone. I'm going to say, flick me an email. I live on my email. So actually reading the best way to contact that person it's in your subject outline. There's a calendar of events, so how we're going to pace the subject over the semester, so which topics we're doing, which weeks. Sometimes it'll even have, these are the readings you need to do for the week, or this is when your assignment's due in the semester, and giving you an idea of how the subject will run over the 14 weeks, including that mid-semester break that might include a residential school if you're a DE student. And then your assignments. All your assignments are in your subject outline, and these documents take weeks to put together. But it details what we expect in the assignment, exactly what we need from you, and then we give you this amazing thing called a rubric that says, and this is how you put it together, and this is our level of expectation for that assignment in lots of different areas. This is what we expect from your writing, and this is what we expect from your referencing, and this is what we expect about the information that's in there. We actually detail that for you in a lot of detail in that assignment rubric. So you'll get your assignment dates and you get your task description, but you also get that rubric which tells you how we're going to mark the assignment, which is probably the most important piece of information in that entire outline that students just tend to skim over. For some crazy reason, they just don't read it, and we're like, we're basically giving you the answer.
We're taught to write to some degree, but we're not taught how to read. And that's the first thing to consider, is how are you going to engage in these 35 pages? Some of these things are 35 pages of information, from policy stuff to really essential tips you need to succeed in your learning and the assessments. Step one, get your highlighter out. Scribble all over the document. Extract the key information. You don't want to go and live in here for hours. You want to go in, get what you need, and get out. Okay, so the subject coordinator's contact details, that's important. Assessment 1, 2, and 3, there's 3 assessments. Ooh, the last one's worth 70%. That's of note, that's important. That indicates there's going to be a substantial effort needed for that last assessment. What are the assessments? Well, one's a performance, one's an essay, and one's a reflection report. Just get the essential so you have the lay of the land. And really, you want to get your hands dirty. You want to get your hands on the artifact. You want to scribble all over it, make some doodles, make some notes. And you go, okay, what are all the due dates? You put those in the diary. You can relax because you know when they are. Whether it's a digital diary or a paper diary, it doesn't really matter. And if I know everything I have to do is in one place, which is out of my head, I can calm down.